Councilwoman Cosby-Hurling.
Thank you, Council President. From the construction code, the total collected for the month of April was $82,724,000, and the report is going to be on file in the clerk's office. From the Linden Roselle Storage Authority, they have adopted a new rate schedule that is also on file in the clerk's office. From the Fifth Ward, we have a resolution on tonight that is going to be exclusively for Fifth Ward residents, which is June the 3rd, as a fee-free yard sale for all of the Fifth Ward residents. You can do a yard sale on June 3rd without having to get a permit. And June 17th is the rain date. So stop in the Fourth Ward at the car show, then come back to the Fifth Ward and go do a little shopping with our neighbors. I'm personally going to be at the county park because they have Naughty by Nature at Cedarbrook Park, so that's where I'll be. So just putting that out there. That concludes my actual report about what's happening in the neighborhood. There's an event, one thing I want to talk about, a fundraiser that we're going to have. It's a bowling event. It's going to be the first Monday, Thursday? The second Thursday of next month is the Fifth Ward Club fundraiser. It's the only fundraiser that we really do each year, and the club actually supports different community activities. So if anyone's interested, it's at the Jersey Lanes, or just call me 908-718-7933, and you can come with us. It's $20. It's fun. It's 2 hours, and we'll be there. So, and that's all I have to say about that. But I do want to say I need to make a mention of something that's very, very, very troubling to me. And as a person who is a taxpayer, who is a seated elected official, I'm just disheartened by what I personally witnessed the other day. So it was Mother's Day. I'm going up the road, and I just happened to see the mayor in the city vehicle, which is not uncommon because he has the vehicle and he uses it as he needs to. But what caught my eye was that there was a gentleman who was at the exit of the passenger door. The gentleman just happens to be a candidate for office, which, like, I had to do a double take. Needless to say, I asked him, I said, yeah, I'm waiting for this guy to get back in the car. We had a couple of words. The young lady who was standing there is a resident who, explained that, they rode up on me and said, where do you live? Let's register you to vote. Like, all of this had all transpired, but what makes it so troubling is the fact that there were rumors being circulated about the misuse of the vehicle. I don't go into the rumors per se, but when I see it with my own eyes, then it's like, okay, really? There's rules against this type of thing, period. I know that members on the council today had been admonished by their employers for having political signs in their employers' vehicles. You can't use city vehicles or any other vehicle that's paid for by the taxpayers for election purposes. It's wrong, and there needs to be something done. I don't know what needs to be done. I'm just going to say that I reached out to the city attorney. I actually sent him the video that I took from my phone because I just couldn't believe it. I just said, okay, you won't believe me unless you see it with your own eyes. So I took a video, and so I haven't gotten any advice from the city attorney, which means I'm here now, and I'm actually up here asking the members of council to do something, because not only are we paying for the fuel for this vehicle to be used, now you have non-city employees, and there's politics being done on the vehicle, in the vehicle. It's a liability because we're self-insured and we hear that all the time, but it's disrespectful to us who pay taxes. And I know that Councilwoman last night said, Councilman Ormond said, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. It's not right. So this is not right. Just because you can do it doesn't make it right, and it shouldn't be done. So I don't know what we need to do as a governing body here, aside from repossessing the vehicle, for goodness sake, but it needs to be done. There needs to be a conversation. I don't know if it's us, the council, if it's the state election commission, or who it is, but I'm just putting it out there. And so the video has been submitted. I'll give a copy to the clerk. I don't know how it's going to be distributed to the people, but I'm complaining out loud and in public. It's not right, and it should stop immediately. Also, it's election season. We get it. I know it. We've done this many, many times, but the only thing that I want to just say is, in neighbors came up last month, my neighbors, and he said, I'm going to quote him, he said, people need to campaign responsibly. I get it. You want to win a seat. You want to, do something, or you want to participate in local government. We all get that. But don't go around making false accusations about the candidate. Fair is fair. I mean, I was called stupid, basically, in so many words. I've called them many cows, all kind of stuff.
Point of order, Council President.
But I
Is
do
this
my
city business?
job.
Hold on. What's the point of order, sir?
Point of order.
What is it?
Is this city business?
She thinks it is, like her
It's
point
not.
of order.
I would refer to the city attorney for a ruling on this.
Ms. Antonelli?
I would just ask that you conclude your remarks and move on.
Well, that's not a good answer. So let me just finish. I'm going to conclude my remarks. We shouldn't be telling falsehoods about the other candidates. We are here to do a job.
Council President,
So
the city attorney
I don't want to
spoke.
hear that
Hold on.
someone
Order.
abused his girlfriend.
stop
Or
it?
She's
somebody
finishing
did.
her.
I'm finishing my remarks.
So-
We just need to make sure, again, we campaign responsibly. Look at the candidates, watch what they say, watch who's pulling their strings and who's dragging them by their nose, and watch all of the actions that take place, period.
Okay, that's it.
That concludes my report.
Thank you.